The screen is visible, but it is blank, black screen.
Okay. Okay, let me do some. Okay, let me start my presentation. Hopefully, during presentation, you will
Now
get
it is visible.
clarity.
Now it is visible with objective.
Okay, then that's good.
Yeah,
So
please continue.
actually, there was one more slide earlier. This is our TQ project. It's a smart hybrid solar kitchen. Actually, we start this project for DST, and from there we submit it to TQ. Before starting my today's presentation, I want to share a few more things with you. That as this workshop is basically for biofuels, and we focus earlier in this area. So there was my personal experience from last 10 years when I start my education career. That actually I'm from mechanical engineering department, having a background of this industry also. So when I started teaching, then I started doing some projects for BTech on annual basis, as they having a 7 to 8 semester formalities. So from that particular time to today, I did some projects with NGOs, with some private companies, with college, and with government also. So the shift was too good for me. Like I did 3-year projects, and in this Corona pandemic, we get a chance to do project within a 1 week. Means like very small projects within 10,000 rupees projects, either asked by college, by industry. They doesn't tell us lots of specification. They just are looking for few things, and we also get collaboration with some countries also, like Thailand, Malaysia, during this pandemic, because we didn't get enough supply for our parts, and we have to look after beyond the country. So in last 6 months, my experience for the projects was really different as was earlier. Comparatively, in last few months, especially in Corona periods, see, lots of industry are now ready to do work with you, because they don't have regular jobs with them. Means tier 2, tier 3, or class 2, class 3 companies, which was basically a fabricator for large manufacturer like Honda or Maruti. They don't have that much work with them, so they are willing to do some work for very small amount, or they are ready to provide their machineries if you want to do some CNC work or designing work with them. Yes, industry actually during this pandemic, I visited 3 times Delhi and the Haridwar region, and so why I'm saying these things to you means sometimes we feel that we are not getting that much contact from industry or that much response from industry, but the scenario is going to be changed. If you feel that industry is looking for something, there is a hackathon. Hope so, you know, is basically MHRD initiatives and having a different stage. Means industry, even government Maharatna company are also providing their statement. Means either they, like oil ring company is looking for different kind of drills, different kind of piping, heating system, insulations, refractories. So if you are able to do that kind of a specific project, you can directly interact with them, and you will see, whenever we start research, we don't know our objective function. We have to do this lot of work for us, but whenever we are doing work with industry, they are very specific with their specifications. They having dimensional accuracy, they know what material they need, they know what the functionality they have to achieve. If the rate of production or rate of operation is not that much as they are looking for, they reject your project directly, and they don't give you that much money as the government organizations having to give the potential, because they know the costing, they know most of the thing in real basis. So doing project with industry is really good experience, and my personal suggestion to my friends that and the attendee of this program, that you can also direct interact with such organizations or the industrial area nearby associated with you, either in a city or a state, or you can directly contact with them by platform like Hackathon or their personal websites. Like DST also initiative a new grant up to, which is valid up to this 30th October. So if you are looking for these things, then you can also visit the DST website. So for this particular project, when we start our presentation, so it having a very specific need that till today we don't have too much good quality of heating system and the kitchen basically which can replace current options of our need and can provide so smart alternative solution for our cooking need. So as you know that solar heating is one of the potential area. Lots of people are working in this area. So by this presentation, you will understand that how we make one solar kitchen which is market ready, almost market ready, and which is having very unique concept. We also apply for this patent as we already drafted claim and settlement of claim is under process. So hopefully you will enjoy this presentation. So the objective of this presentation, this particular solar smart hybrid solar kitchen is design, development, testing and performance analysis of a smart hybrid solar kitchen SHSS for household people and up to community of 50 persons. So it will work on grid, off grid and standalone unit. And the part objective is design and fabrication. And again testing and performance and economic analysis and publication on patents. So we are doing patents. After that we will do some publication work also. So if we see the classification of solar energy, it can be broadly classified as a on the basis of the collector or on the basis of application. If we think about the application, then there are two classification. One is a thermal, another is electrical in terms of photovoltaic. If we skip photovoltaic, then in thermal we can use this as a dryer, as yesterday professor from Purdue University is talking about. So there is lots of application for drying purpose, cooking purpose, water heating purpose, concentrated solar power which is basically used for high temperature, medium temperature applications, and space cooling and space heating. So if we further divide this solar energy application on the basis of concentrator, then there are the two basic type of concentrator which are available. Is a stationary concentrator and well-focused concentrating concentrator. So the collector, if you say stationary, then they are the flat plate collector, and which is basically used as a solar air heater, and the evacuated tube collector, which is very famous for water heating application. Another is a compound parabolic concentrator, which is again used for medium temperature, high temperature applications. Then linear, Fresnel, parabolic concentrator, and parabolic disc through concentrator, and Halistrid. They are the basically used for medium and high temperature application up to 450 degrees centigrade over there. So here we are discussing about the cooking purpose, and it's basically having a thermal application. If you talk about the solar cooker classification, so again it is can be classified broadly in a direct solar cooker or indirect solar cooker. Direct solar cooker means when we directly converted this solar energy which we are receiving from sun, and we use this energy for our cooking purpose. So if there is a moving focus time application and the fixed focus type, basically this thing you have to remember that if I am talking about the moving focus, then we are basically talking about the parabolic type of concentrator. If we are talking about the fixed focus concentrator, then we are discussing about the elliptical disc solar concentrator, the Schaeffler disc, which we also use in this our project over here. So these are the direct application, means we directly trapping the solar energy and directly we are providing it for cooking need. See the indirect solar cooker, then which is basically steam based or PCM based. Now this other classification is also added over here. Again, they are further classified in the group of fixed focus. Fixed focus means electrical, and fixed reflector type. The Arun solar disc is available, which is patented by Arun Private Limited, and the parabolic through concentrator and the parabolic disc, the older one concept, which is used for power plant, basically the electricity generation. These all subsets can be divided into two different segment, like solar cooker with heat storage, or solar cooker without heat storage. If without heat storage means again this system can work by providing heat to steam the water and convert it into steam, and this steam work within the system like the CD setup having the same thing, the Brahmakumari setup, which is very famous in solar industry. Both set up steam based Schaeffler disk concentrator system, and another concept come in 2010 and getting matured in 2014-15, that PCM phase changing material can also be used for heating application of cooking and drying applications, then of chapati and the other vegetables or the seeds, grains. And this was a really good experience by past researcher. And now we discuss in this particular area that yes, phase changing material means either by latent heat of fusion or latent heat of vaporization, it can be trapped, and the working hour without sunshine, we can use this kind of technology for cooking, which is having a shift up to 3 hours without sunshine now. Okay, so if you see, we are talking about in our concept, our project, we use the fixed focus elliptical disc, the Schaeffler disc, and our cooker having basically a storage unit also there. So what are the drawbacks and challenges of the current setup, which are used for large community cooking or as well as small units which are available in our households? So they need storage basically. Means whenever we think about the Schaeffler kind of we want to trap solar energy, we want to focus it a particular point, we need some auxiliary backup for operation, and because our operation depend on the weatheric condition. Means if the climate doesn't suit and during rainy days we don't have that much heating potential, then we need a secondary or tertiary backup with us. And the challenges is preparing the all type of cooking food, means Indian style like chapati. We can't take drying or the roasting with the solar heating system. So there some limitations. Means we do steaming very well with this current setup, but making all traditional food with available setup was really tough. So this was the other challenge which we accept over here. And absence of the quick start and quick shutdown setups, then quick temperature control was not possible with the current system, and a lack of efficient heat transfer. Because yes sir. Okay, so lack of heat transfers means, see, whenever we are concentrating solar energy at a particular point, there is a chances that the environmental conditions can affect the rate of heat transfer if you don't using the focus concept. So you need to be reached to temperature more than 200 degrees centigrade for heating your system. And whenever cooking is our cooking, so it's cooking start take place from 90 to 120 degrees centigrade. So temperature range for cooking is not that much high, but whenever you want to trap the solar energy, you have to do some work over there to get the high temperature range. Because if your temperature range is not high, as you know, the Carnot efficiency having a direct relation with the temperature difference. So getting good efficiency, we need to be trap the energy at high temperature level and release it at a low temperature level. So again, the high initial cost of installation of setup, again lack of the ergonomic features in operation, and easiness and bulkiness of the size of the current available setups, and doesn't operate in hybrid mode and on-grid and off-grid mode or stand-alone unit. And most of the part of the solar cookers or kitchens which are available having a lifespan of more or less than 5 years. So and high initial installation time means the setup, nobody is going to be fabricated these in a local area. Few specific supplier are there. If you are looking for them, then they feel that during installation there is a difficulty. During operation, yes, there is, due to the bulkiness of the size, in general they are not that much acceptable as in a household. So these are the basic challenges we accept. These are the few available cookers basically, which see, if you see that their food making potential is not that much high, as solar steam cooking is one of the famous method which get show their potential in last 2 decades, which is used for the basically commercial cooking, or you can say community commercial cooking. So now, what are the target features which we think on this have to do this work? So first thing, we take design with data from the for Uttarakhand, and we take radiation data of Uttarakhand. The proposed system should be work for diffuse light or no light conditions at least for 3 hours, and the proposed system must work for all exceptions meeting Indian style of cooking, means boiling, steaming, frying, chapati making. And the purpose of proposed system should have better heat transfer, instant heating and cooling, which was our focus area, then better temperature control with respect to time, and easy operation. Household lady can operate our system, and temperature range should cater for cooking requirement, means whenever we need a higher temperature range or a high rate of heat transfer, we can regulate these things without changing our Schaeffler consultations. So it should be comfortable for cooking personals and having good ergonomy in design, means if you feel that you are working in your domestic kitchen which is already settled in your home, so if you able to make such kind of kitchen, then it's quite good for us. So here you can see the thing which we are targeting, and we design our cooking system for on-grid, off-grid, or standalone unit. Here on-grid means this system can be directly connect with the the electricity system, and without electricity system means if you are someone looking, this system can work for them on Podi, Leh Ladakh area, even Kerala, Karnataka. Means if you don't have that much good electricity supply, then you can also invest in this particular kitchen. And if you having electricity supply, then you can also do this, invest this system. Even we are planning to reduce this size, and we are going to propose this kitchen for this flat system which are available in India, so very famous in India. So means you can install this system if you having a land or plot with associated with your home. But if you currently living in the flat or apartment system and you don't have that much area to install the system, it can be installed with your current home structure also there. So most of the part of which are fabricated with the system having a lifespan is more than 5 years, and it should be easy to install, easy to operate, and maintenance costs is not that much high. So what is a theory where which our system having, see, there's a disk, obviously we having again which will direct solar radiation which is coming from sun, and will focus at particular secondary reflector where we having our cooker. So these are the basic concept which is designed by Schaeffler, W. Schaeffler, who is from the Germany. And here we having a direct sun heat which we use for our domestic cooking purpose. Then see here, you see by this diagram you can understand this better. Now these are the other similar kind of work which is doing by different researchers throughout the world. Here you can see this is Schaeffler disk which is having a focus on particular window associated with kitchen, and they are heating, they are focusing their sunlight to particular concentrator, and they having direct application for this heating. See, this is chapati making, the frying, and they are doing some frying over work there. You can also make some chapati.
Varun sir, I think there is problem with your machine or device.
No sound, sir.
Voice is not audible, sir. Varun sir. Voice is not audible, sir.
Hello, now it's audible,
Yes, sir. Audible.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now it's audible.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you. Actually, there's the limitations of this webinar, no?
No problem, sir.
So hopefully my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Please
so
continue.
we are discussing about different kind of similar work which was doing by other research scholar over here. So what are the basic differences they are not able to, the gap they are not able to achieve? So mostly researchers are working that on the similar kind of technology, but with the limitations that either they use thinking about to direct applications of solar energy or indirect application. I told you that they are using some steam or some PCM material. They're having that kind of system, and which was not that much practical and can be installed in a household or in the community cooking. So these are the machines which we need, and these are the real thing which we having with our experimental setup. So installation of these huge machines in this kind of smart kitchens was really a tough challenge which we accept, and we make something which is really working here. So there's a schematic diagram which we having. Hope so. So this schematic diagram is visible to all of you.
Yes, it's clear.
Yes. So
It's clear.
okay, so let me explain these things over here. Here we having a Schaeffler disc. If you see the orange color, which having again trapping this energy, and we having a secondary reflector again in orange color, here we having a burner. We having basically 5 burner associated with system. PCM, and 1 burner for this LPG. One burner which was having a yellow kind of color line is basically oven, griller, and steamer. It's a kind of the attachment and detachment unit. Whenever you are looking for any kind of different application, you can just put it out from there and you can replace with other system. So if you see a central system, which is a red color, so what red color shows that we having an electrical heating system over there, which having a 3-phase supply. Again, we supply this energy, this system by 3 different phases. First, obviously we are using solar energy over here. Another thing, we are using a 3-phase power supply for on-grid mode, and third one is a LPG cooker, LPG cylinder, which we having a separate unit over here. So why we having these 3 type of energy supply? See, firstly, our focus is on renewable. So we using solar energy for most of our heating application, for cooking application. But whenever if there is no availability of sunlight, so we can use 2 kind of different thing, like first 3-phase power grid supply. Another thing is LPG. Well, we also put the LPG over here that as from literature it's come that most of the domestic ladies not ready to use so many different kind of appliances because they feel convenience with the LPG system. So for their easiness, we also put LPG over here. If you see, we also put 2 more thing over here: warm water supply. So yes, there's a tap. You can use cold or warm water both, these are most available in most of the modern kitchen. And utensil cleaning area, which you get the hot and cold water supply. And we having a control panel unit, by which you can directly, by pressing the button, you can change the temperature of the whole cycle. And see, if you see we can trap solar energy in two ways. Firstly, by primary reflector or the PCM heat exchanger, which is like a blue cube over here. So if we trap this solar energy in PCM phase changing material, area of research can be associated in this way. If I consider PCM as a water, then one work can get the publication over here. If I change water with some other PCM like a brine solution or the ethylene glycol, which is edible, can be used for the heating applications. So if we so different kind of research work can we do in this setup. So firstly, we having this PCM heat exchanger, and then pump. With this pump supply this hot PCM to our tank reservoir, where we again having a heater. For if you don't have the supply of sunlight for 4 or 5 days, then we can directly heat this tank reservoir over here. We having temperature sensor and pressure gauge over there, and again we having a pump which supply to this hot fluid to our kitchen, and then back pressure valve for non-returning control valve, and then filter if we get some segmentation over there, and then back the BP valve, and then distribution valve, and then if you see the black line, which having basically 6 connection over here. First 4 connection with this heat the burner, 5th and 6th for 5th for oven, griller, steamer, and 6th one for warm water supply. And again we having a LPG burner over here. So this is the basic setup, and we having a tank reservoir which basically used for back pressure supply. If somehow we are not having that much fluid which will work as, actually this is a closed cycle, but still we feel that if there is a chances that our pumping system is not working well or some stucking is there, so we also provide provision for them that tank reservoir is there which can consume pressure as well as fluid, and which can provide fluid during the operation. Because we are going to put this kitchen in your home, it means we have to take the extra provision for these things over here. So you can see ideal condition is shows by the light red, and the working condition shows by the dark red condition over here. This is the basically energy conservation unit, conversion unit, basically which having 2 things: the PCM heat exchanger and this secondary reflector. So there are 2 segments we made over there. These are our this PCM heat exchanger. These tube we basically use copper for these things, copper fin tube. These are secondary reflector which we having over here, which directly convert this heat and provide to our burner. This is a tank, motor, pumping system, the control valves, the high temperature hoisting, the LPG cylinder. These are the different unique burner which we claim in our patent. Burner design of burner is very having a very importance in this whole project, because we design 3 different kind of burner, and we get claimed these things in our patent, because getting more contact area for heat transfer is a really good thing, and by this way we provide control on heating applications. So this is one of burner which shows over here. Actually this was earlier designed by someone. We did some modification in this. See, they are using only PCM over here. We integrate PCM with the heater, electrical heater. So you will see this after this few slides. And these are the basically thermic fluid which we put this actually I hope so you know that thermal paste is available in market, which basically we use if you having a laptop, obviously. So from the motherboard we consume heat and put it out over there. So thermic fluid and heat pipe, combination of heat pipe, basically we install these things over there. So this thermic fluid we put this on the burner, and by this way we are going to be increase the rate of heat transfer over here. And these are the electrical heater which we integrated with this copper coiling. This is the LPG burner over here, and obviously the control panel. We use modern technology sensor. Basically, we having a 24 temperature sensor and 8 pressure sensor, 7 for 10 bar and 1 for vacuum pressure sensor. So these are basic system. So if you see the how the mode of working, what are the basic mode of working of our system? The solar kitchen can work in 7 different mode. One is on-grid direct sunlight, means I will explain this thing with the diagram. If only sunlight is available, the whole system can run with a heated PCM. If there is a sunlight, but on-grid and off-grid direct sunlight to sunlight mode, we can use this thing. Means we are not going to use our PCM to heating, but there's a secondary reflector which I showed you earlier. This secondary reflector directly reflect. So I already told you that there's a 2 different kind of so the heater. Firstly, direct heating application, and secondly, indirect heating application. For indirect heating application, we use PCM. For direct heating application, we are using this reflector over here. So in third case, on-grid full load means PCM plus electricity will work over there. In fourth, off-grid mode or full load mode, we use pressurized PCM mode. So in case 5, this is an on-grid full load mode through the electrical heater and the cold PCM in night time. So our system can extend work for 24/7. If the on-grid mode, if there is an off-grid mode, means only sunlight is available, no sunlight is available, no power supply is available, then our system can work for 3 hours, extended hour. Means if sunlight is not available after 5, then our system can work up to 8 p.m. So in case 7, smart hybrid solar kitchen is only when LPG mode is available, and solar hybrid kitchen with a full potential with the solar plus electricity and LPG. Both 3 power supply are associated and working each other. So these are basic design and diagram which I showed you. So how what are the methodology we adopted to develop this project? Obviously, firstly we design CAD and we make drawings. We see the what are the limitations of design, so we improve these things. These are the basic kitchen infrastructure which we feel that we are going to be install our equipments within it. So we design 5 burner over there. You can see the pockets for cylinder. We give extra addition installations, and for both cylinder will be put inside of this system, and motor we are going to install is this small segment over here. And again, there's a CAD design. This was the real setup for fabrication. So you can see from CAD design to real setup, which having a almost similarity over here. These are flat type of burner which are already installed over here, and one is LPG. Number 5. These are the top view of kitchen based design. There is the energy conversion unit ECU, which having the heat exchanger and reflector. So these are the flat type burner. Here you can see that we having a hanger to where we put this copper coiling plus electrical heater system integrated in this way. And another burner is this conical burner, which we having this kind of design over here. There's a support frame, and the final design look like this. And these are another third design, which is basically a semi-spherical type of structure. So you can see, and we also put this thermic fluid, conductive fluid there for gap filling application. These are the design PCM pumping system and pressure regulating valve, and this is the actual system which we purchase, not design and not construct ourselves. The LPG cylinder design, and then after completing design, we also make a model basically with the acrylic board, so we can see what are the and how will what are the challenges which we are going to face, and what will be the modification which we can do over here. So you can see basic model which we crafted over here. This is our solar energy center where we did these things. So after then progress so far, how we design these things. See here the chimney, the tank reservoir, for 60-liter PCM capacity. And earlier in design, you see that we are planning to design a circular kind of this energy conservation unit. But ECU, here we design, finally we draw this rectangular type of unit over here. Then this is the copper coiling. Oh, sorry, the figure comes down. This is the electrical unit. Then finally, this is the temperature unit. And now this is a final machine which we receive from our supplier. Here you can see that first burner is for LPG, and next 4 flat kind of burner is already installed with the machine. And the top the orange color of this monitor shows that our different temperature with the system, so you can easily access that what is the temperature range with the system is associated. In bottom, orange color of the control panel shows we put different heating system. So we having a button over there for mud pumping, for we having voltmeter, ammeter, and normal energy meter over there. And this is a front view of this setup over here. So you can see the finally how it will look like. If there are any question you want to ask during presentation, then I feel happy that in this design you can see we put a chemical for the chemical pump. Chemical pump means this pump is not only designed for water. We can use different kind of chemical over there due to the propeller and the high level of these insulations over here. So leakage is not possible with this pump. And we also put a back pressure valve of the pump over there. And this is a housing, high temperature housing, which can stand up to 1200 degrees centigrade and 200 bar, but not that much pressure. Our system is designed for 10 bar, but housing is, we receive this housing with very economy, so we install this thing over here. And these are the different kind of burner. See, these are first on top, these are flat type of burner. And we have see temperature sensor over there. Hope you K type of sensor we use. And this is a copper coiling integrated with the heating the electrical heater. We having a fluid flow in the copper coiling, PCM fluid flow, and whenever we require this heating supply from the on-grid system, then the heater is available. So it heat firstly upper surface of the burner heater, and secondly it also heat the PCM. If we don't have the sunlight availability for 3 or 4 days, then the heater electrical unit can heat the whole system and can run very efficiently. Other kind of burner which we having is this conical burner over here. The first 2 pictures shows that what we put inside and how the geometry shows over here, and third picture shows the final system. And this another is a basically heat exchanger type, flat plate heat exchanger type of burner. And these are the another photo for the system. You can see the picture is taken in 10th August 2020 during installation. So these are the basic 3 kind of heating which we having. After seeing this picture, hope so you are able to see. First, we having a primary heating by sunlight, and secondary heating by electrical power grid, and third heating for LPG cylinder. So if you're having a sunlight, then it can be further can be divided into 2 segments. If you're having with electricity and without electricity, both options. See, if you're having electricity, then PCM will get heated in PCM heat exchanger. If there's no electricity available, then directly ECU reflector can we can use ECU reflector for heating application. Another thing is, if you're having a electricity supply and on-grid, for on-grid we having a again 2 options, then we can directly supply it to power to 1 to 4 electrical heater, And in winter, whenever the sunlight is not available, we directly run our system with the electrical grid system. And thirdly, we having a LPG system, which is already available with our domestic kitchens in our home. So you can see there this over here, and which fulfill our all kind of electricity the need in cooking. So I already discussed these three mode with you. So now these cases, the 5 cases, I told you. Then first case is for on-grid direct sunlight, secondly off-grid direct sunlight, third for on-grid full load, off-grid full load, and on-grid full load, and with PCM, without PCM, LPG, and when a whole system is working. So there are the few diagram. If you want to see these things over here, see in first case you can see that we getting direct heat from Schaeffler, and it will go through this energy conservation unit, conversion unit, and then it goes to the heat exchanger, which is basically PCM heat exchanger. And the heat exchanger coil also made by the copper with the extended fin surfaces over there, and the reflector unit. If sunlight is available, then both system can work integrated, and you will get a heated PCM over here cylinder. Then a PCM pump will work over here, and this regulating valve, the system is work like this. The heat exchanger directly supply heat to burner. Then energy filler, obviously the whole system will look like this. And case 1, so by this red arrow you can understand what is going to happen over here. Now you can see the dark red color shows that how the system is working. We are getting sunlight, sun energy. Schaeffler concentrated this energy to PCM heat exchanger, which pump by pumping unit to reservoir. From reservoir again is pumped to the control valve, filter, and distribution channel. Here you can see the 4 burner, the 4 central burner who associated with PCM are working, but electrical unit is not working. So electrical unit is in the idle condition, and now burners serve heating by application of the PCM, and again cycle is closed. So the whole PCM again go through the PCM heat exchanger, which is getting heat from sun, and again goes to reservoir. The cycle is closed. Now in case 2, you can see the smart hybrid kitchen working in on-grid and off-grid mode with direct sunlight, but now through reflector, means our second unit, the reflector unit with the ECU, energy conversion unit, is working. So energy conversion unit having 2 components, with a PCM heat exchanger and there was this reflector. Now reflector can reflect its sunlight to 2 central burner, and the PCM will also heat it during these operations. If light is not available or available, doesn't matter a lot, but we can do direct heating from sunlight. So this kitchen also having this advantage that direct sunlight can be used with a very high efficiency over here, and by this reflector. In case 3, you can see that smart hybrid solar kitchen in on-grid full load mode with the PCM electricity. So yes, we are getting sunlight. So our PCM channel is working, and we also having electricity supply. So heater as well as PCM coils can work together to provide heating for our cooking applications, and cycle work look like this. So in case 4, our kitchen is working in off-grid load mode, but in full load. So off-grid mode means the electricity is not available, but PCM is PCM, the sunlight is available. So sunlight will heat the PCM, and our system work. See, in this off-grid mode, pumps are not working. You can see we having 2 pump over here, but both pump are in idle condition. Then how the system, the fluid will flow? Due to high pressure which we maintained in tank, we can run this system as full load for 1 hour. For partial load means 2 burner is if working, then this system can work up to 3 hours. So in case 5, yes, on grid with full load, but through electrical heater, during cold time, during night time, during winter time, when we having raining season, means the sunlight is not available or the system is working in the night. So here you can see the Schaeffler reflector doesn't having meaning a lot, but we are having a three-phase supply, and we are not going to heat the whole system or getting a whole power supply. But our electrical coil getting the heating coil getting the supply from three-phase power. You can see that the four central burner having the unit burning capacity, the heating capacity, and fifth unit is associated with the tank reservoir. So if you want to heat it the PCM, then it can serve in this way, and your all 5 unit will get the PCM, hot PCM during operation. In case 6, we can see that only LPG mode is working, means we don't have light, we don't have sunlight, we don't have the power grid supply. So this system is currently working with our home for small cooking or community cooking. You can see LPG burner we having installed over there. So not only LPG working burner is working over here. In case 7, we can see full load condition, means all 3 supply are working, and we are getting energy from sun, we are getting electricity, we are getting LPG supply, and all 5 burner are working. For full load, we can use either adopt this setup, or we can adopt the PCM and electricity setup. So these are the sorry, actually it is really tough for me to go back. The total project cost was estimated 3,14,000 rupees, but we completed this project with 2,99,000, almost 3 lakh rupees. So yes, the experimental setup cost is very high, as I told you that this kind of cooking setup can be replace our current domestic kitchen. But you can say that okay, 3 lakh rupees is very high cost. I told you that this system having 24 thermal sensor and 8 pressure sensor, and we also having 2 data logger with us. So because of the testing purpose, we invest huge in this instrumentations. So cost of this particular setup with the PCM is only around 2 lakh rupees with transportation, and it can vary, but we invested more than 1 lakh rupees in our this instrumentation. So if this system is going to be developed for bulk cases or for mass production, then cost can be reduced drastically. And for household purpose, we don't need the 4 burner over there. So these are the practical application. And if you see the importance and uniqueness of the projects, so obviously now we're having a long operation hours as compared to the previous one solutions which are available in the market. Secondly, you can see that due to the compression of PCM at high pressure, dependency on compressor unit or electricity also reduced, as the system can operate without electricity for a little longer as a period of time. I told you that as the proposed system has 3 different type of heating arrangements which provide the extreme reliability to the system, and this system can operate with a very efficient way when the sun is not available, which was a really challenging condition for solar kitchens which are available in the market. So another good importance, you can see that the shape of heater element is also give advantage, and as we put thermal paste over there, so heating can be do very quickly, and you can get instant heating and instant cooling. This application of the gap filling material play very important role over here. And kitchen, as I mentioned, the kitchen having the 5 different burner, so which also having the LPG over there. So the household, especially ladies associated with the home, can see that okay, if they are comfortable with the LPG, then they can use over there. But we also took in consideration that the ergonomy of the kitchen look like the similar as they already having set up in their homes. Okay. And the proposed system fulfill the all kind of Indian cooking needs, like frying, boiling, roasting, and chapati making. And this system, I believe, you can see that due to the ability of shift heating arrangement system in PCM heating or direct sunlight heating, this system can be operated in off-grid as well as off-grid load or standalone unit with the LPG. And now the proposed system is very similar to the domestic kitchen, which is available in the market. So, and another thing is that the quick start and quick off time. And you can see that due to the attachment of pneumatic attachment, we also having a pneumatic attachment on bottom side. So attachment or detachment of the system is very quick. By this, heating and cooling can be done. Yes. And other advantage, you can see that can be fabricated in batch production. Means if someone want to get the order for large quantity, then yes, batch production is possible. And prefabricated structure of this heat exchanger, PCU unit, and then cylinders and the burners can be easily replace the particular part if maintenance is required. And as there's a very little moving part, only pumping is moving, then you can see that the life cycle plant is very high. And the cost of operation due to the solar heat and non-changing PCM, there's a one-time investment in the PCM. Even water can be used as a PCM working fluid. So very low cost of operation is required there. And smart hybrid kitchen keys extreme reliability during the operation due to extended working hour by the using this application of the PCM. If sunlight available but electricity not available for long time duration, especially such a situation occurs in a rural area of our country, then by rotating energy conversion unit, the system can be directly harness solar energy to fulfill the cooling cooking demand. So the third operation of the heating through the LPG connection is also integrated with this. By this slide and note, I have to say thank you to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Session is open for questions.
Yes, sir.
If anyone from the participant sides.
Hello, Dr. Varun.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon, Dr. Goyal here.
Very, very good afternoon.
As a very comprehensive work you have made, and it's appreciable. Really, it's very appreciable. And lots of things you incorporated in this system. And I think so the cost is very low. 3 lakh rupees is not too much amount at the research level. And when you go for the production, you will get definitely reduce the cost around 1 lakh, which is already the modular kitchen having. But yes, there are some confusions. There are some questions. Although I'm not pointing out anything related to your research, I'm just making queries over it. The one query is the material. What material you are using for heat exchange?
As a
you are using glycerine or potassium nitrate. Actually, I'm the man of chemistry. That's why I'm asking you. Who can take more amount of energy from sun? So, what you are using in your experiment?
Sir, currently we are using water as a PCM.
Okay.
Other fluid is ethylene glycol. So you know about the ethylene glycol, sir?
Yeah. Ethylene glycol you can use for this purpose. Actually, you need that temperature high. For water, it will not increase by above 100. So, going for cooking, you need the temperature around 300 to 50 degrees centigrade. So, for that purpose, your burner will not work properly. As I'm thinking.
Sir, actually, I tested this setup when, as per our contract, whenever we took this setup from our manufacturer. So, burner having a temperature range of, I told you, 120 degrees centigrade to 250 degrees centigrade.
Okay. Then you are changing the material, because if you are using water as a heat reflector, heat exchanger, then it will not go above 100.
See, as hope you know that the Schaeffler having a temperature generation potential of 450 degrees centigrade, and this is the first setup which we design over here. And till today, we operate this system for only 1 hour. Yes, till today. Yes, yeah. So for continuous operation. So
you can use chili salt filter.
Yes, there's a lots of other PCM available which we can use over there.
Temperature up to 600 degrees centigrade. If you are
Sir, actually,
from your shepherd to the burner.
actually, my concern is that what I'm suggesting, this setup is I made this setup for the domestic purposes, है ना? So getting more temperature is a really tough thing. If you know the induction which we having in our home, which already replaces lots of LPG system, है ना? So LPG having the induction having a temperature range of 150 degrees to 350 degrees centigrade for burner. So if we get the more,
This is a matter of research. That's why. But you have made this system and it's working. It's a very good thing.
thanks a lot. Hope.
Second thing, have you tried to find out the saving related? We are installing for 3 lakh rupees. We are investing. Then how is the payback period for it?
Okay, the payback. You're talking about payback period.
Yeah.
Sir, see, payback period can be calculated in two ways. First, the saving which we did by installation of this setup means if you're having a domestic kitchen, means you give first thing fabrication cost over to someone manufacturer, means domestic kitchen was designed.
When you have made the system and you are saying that the cost is around 3 lakh, then you can also calculate that what is the payback period for it.
Sir,
If you are applying the photovoltaic system, they say that 25 years it's working. So
no, it's not that much high. For other system which are currently available in the market, the payback period is 8 years. For we assume our system having a payback period of 3 to 3.5 years. Not that much high, only 3 to 3.5 years. Then only it will give the commercialization potential. Yes. And another thing, sir, which I want to mention over here, that most of the food which you cooked must having the temperature range of 100 to 150 degrees. Because if you cook food of a higher temperature range, then you will lose the nutrition which the food having. Hope so you know this thing. We don't boil our food.
But if you are making deep fry, then you need the temperature 250 above.
Yeah, deep fry is one option which we are associated with it. Yeah.
Yes. Final question. What about the maintenance?
Sir,
The energy, the deposition will also occur. So what
what
about
kind of question you are asking for?
actually when you are transferring the high amount of heat from through the pipelines, then there may be some corrosion if water you are using. There may be some deposition inside the wall of the pipelines.
We installed a filter over there.
Some of skin.
Yes. See, we having two pump over there, which obviously require maintenance due to rotatory parts. And other thing, if some erosion or corrosion occurred inside the pipeline, then we already having a two filter with the pipeline. So time with respect to time, we can replace their filter cartridge over here.
Okay. That's okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Very good talk, sir. Thank you very much.
Oh, nice to talk to you. This was.
Thank you.
Any other queries from participants? Let me conclude what Varun explained, starting with the design, development, testing, and performance analysis of smart hybrid kitchen from design to patent and classification of solar energy in a different way. Then explains a feature of projects and schematic explanation of solar kitchen. Sir, I think everyone is enlightened with your concept.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. So this is the end of the session, and now we'll take this session at 3:30 p.m. Please stay connected, all the participants.
One more thing I want to say over here, sir. This platform, this Gurukul Kangri really did a good job, sir, for this thing, and you give the opportunity to us to share our experiences over here. It's really, really nice. And so there's a lot of faculty who are associated with this group. So if someone wants to be work in this field of solar energy or bioenergy, we having a center in our college. You can directly interact with us. We have, hopefully you having my contact number, and I'm also available in Google. So if you're thinking that we can provide any kind of solution to you, this is almost free of charges. You have to just, if required, then you have to spend money on transportation only. We will arrange cooking, the fooding facility over here. We having the housing facility over here. So either you are the student or the faculty or the research scholar, you are most welcome in our college. We having a very good campus over here, then and open to discussion for discussion with you. Yeah, thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Varun. A very good interaction with you. And I'm also living in Roorkee.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that's why my house is there in the Roorkee. So I will definitely make a visit in your college.
You are most welcome, most welcome, sir. Yeah, thank you.